Well, hello. What is the latest and greatest news going on in the Denver metro market? You'll see from the graph below that inventory is still historically low compared to the demand that we need to absorb them. We're looking daily at the absorption index. The absorption index is how much inventory exists and how quickly is it being absorbed by the buyers. So if nothing else went on the market and we continued at the same sales pace, we would have about 40 days, 45 days worth of inventory, which means it's a seller's market. So when does the crash happen? The crash is coming, everybody keeps saying. So when does that happen? I want to share with you an article. It was done some time ago, yet it is the greatest graph that I could find to illustrate this point. And it's something that we see in any real estate cycle. So you'll notice that there are four phases of a real estate cycle. One would be the recovery. So that would be 08, 09, 2010 to 2011 is roughly when the recovery began. And we started to see house appreciation. We started to see buyers come back into the market, sellers come back into the market and start to realize some appreciation in their values. Then we saw massive expansion. Massive expansion is when supply doesn't quite keep up with the demand. So demand outweighs the supply. We start to get an even higher increase in values. So then what happens is as things start to slow down and you see some of the economic indicators such as inflation, interest rates, all those things we keep seeing in the news, it's causing us to click and lose some sleep perhaps. That's when you start to see an oversupply where more and more homes sit on the market, and that starts to affect prices. After that, then you'll start to see a recession. So what we've skipped in this particular cycle is hyper supply. We don't have the supply that is indicative of a market crash. So the good news is things are still moving fine. Remember, we marry the house, we date the rate. So ignore the interest rates. We have to be comfortable with that payment, 18 months, 2 years, and then we refinance out of it. If you have any questions about your specific situation, please give us a call, send us an email, or shoot us a text. Have a great week.